Well, welcome into HSN. Thank you so much for shopping with me. Last hour for Coin Collector. This hour, I want to offer you the most amazing cup of coffee. And it's not only for coffee drinkers, it's also for tea drinkers, hot chocolate, lemonade. We're gonna talk about all the varieties that you can now utilize with your Keurig machine. Now, we are offering a brand new machine today. It is the mini. It is slim, it is sleek, and is at the best price. And we are offering 48 K-Cups coming included. Let's check it out. It's our today's special. Well over 2,000, I think, Kyle, you said 700 have, over 2,900 have already been spoken for. When we talk about Keurig, they are leaders in the single serve brewers. That we really want to simplify your coffee routine. Truly, Keurig has revolutionized the way we drink our coffee. No longer do we have to have the coffee pot, the filters. Do we have to grind the coffee? And then you have to wait for it to brew, and then guess what? It goes stale sitting there. It's not hot. It is an entire process. Well, that is why we are going to introduce to you, I know you've seen the single serve coffee brewers, right, from Keurig, but this is the slim, the sleek. It is 4.5 inches slim. So it is compact. If you want to travel with it, you want to put it in on your office desk, for a college, for someone at college in their dorm room, it's fantastic. Now, what are we going to offer? This is the first time Keurig has had a Today Special this year, and it is our best price. This is a brand new machine. It has a lot of new features from the original Mini, like that strong brew button, which is one of my favorite features. We're gonna talk about that coming up. But let me share with you the offer. Let me show everything that's coming included and the colors we have available. We have it in the black. We have it in your cardinal red. We also have it in your gray and your teal color. That teal color has been wildly popular along with the gray. This is so sleek, so compact, and listen, it's like, I kind of equate it to like that alarm clock, like when you wake up in the morning and you just like can't find the button to turn off the alarm. Well, the button is so big that when you're tired and you need your cup of coffee, you just one touch button and you're making the most amazing, fresh, hot cup of coffee. We're gonna show how easy this is to use, but if we were to just stop at the K Mini, we're talking about $99 just within the machine. So $99 just within the machine. We're gonna take $20 off, that's $79.99. But then we're going to include 48 K-Cups and 4 unique flavors. So you're getting all of those K-Cups, that's $29.99, that's a $30 value. And then for those of you saying, you know what, Robin, but what about my blend? What if they don't offer my favorite blend? What if I have my favorite coffee and I have my coffee and it's not in a K-Cup? Well, that's why they include my K-Cup, because now you can add your own coffee or tea into your K-Cup, and that comes included as well. And that is a $14.99 value that we're including. So for all intensive purposes, we're looking at $45 of extras here at HSN, and we have the lowest price, and that is on $20 on any major credit card on 4 monthly installments on any major credit card. Now, the types of coffees you're going to get in that 48 count is gonna be the breakfast blend. You get the breakfast blend. You also get the Origin Columbia Select. You get the caramel vanilla, and you get the donut shop, all coming included. 646428 is your item number, but lightweight, slim, sleek, powerful. If you want that fast and fresh coffee in less than 2 minutes, it's our Today Special. And if you have a Keurig, I would invite you to give us a call, 1-866-376-8255, to share with us your testimonial. Many of you at Midnight with Suzanne, I kind of popped into her show, and she was so cute because they served me a great cup of coffee, so I feel all ready to go. And then I'm all jazzed up. up. But on top of that, a lot of you calling in were picking up 2. You were getting 1 for yourself, 1 as a gift. But Carrie Miletto is joining us. She is our guest expert. And Carrie, I have to tell you something. Keurig is one of the hottest brands on the market when it comes to single serve brewers. No mess, no fuss, fast and easy, and a perfect cup of coffee every single time.
In just the time you were introducing me and saying all those wonderful things, I didn't have to do a thing because the brewer was already doing it for me, and that's why we love Keurig. Keurig is a leader for a reason. Keurig has 400 different varieties of coffees and over 70 partners for a reason. And this deal that you're getting today is something that is nowhere else in the country.
It's exclusive to HSN.
So I love that we're able to offer that to you. So here I've just brewed a breakfast blend. I would have offered this to Robin, but she's already been drinking coffee for 3 hours.
I'll drink more.
I'll allow her 1 more. Here you go. I'm just kidding.
She will only allow
just 1. No, you want to taste so much because we have so many blends coming up.
Which blend is this?
So this is breakfast blend that I made just now.
So a little lighter.
So taking it out, super simple. So I just lift right here, and then I'm taking out my K-cup right here. So my used one comes out, and let's say for me, she likes breakfast blend, I like caramel. So now I'm gonna switch my K-cup, I'm gonna pop it right in. I'm going to go ahead and grab my cup. Now let's say over here, I've already used the water in this. I'm gonna come back to my water. Now maybe this is my, my tap. Maybe this is my refrigerator that I have a nice filtered water from, which I do at my house. Maybe you have, wherever you like to get your water from, here's what I love about this, okay? So I would come back to here, and I could do this. I could lift it and put my water in from my cup. But here's what I love about this, and we're gonna talk all about these really great features. It lifts off. So this is something we didn't have in our previous mini version. That's what makes the Mini Plus. This is one of the things that makes it so different.
So you can take it right to the sink, right to the tap, wherever you're, or filtered water if you're putting in there. I always like to use filtered water.
Exactly.
Now, how do I know how much water will fit in here?
So here's what's interesting. So I just, I simply go by the cup that I'm using. You can use up to 12 ounces, right? Okay. So if you're using a travel tumbler that you're taking, those fit 12 ounces very easily. This may be a little larger than a standard mug. You may have a smaller mug. What I love about this is you're just gonna place the water to your mug size if you wanna do it that way, or you can come right over to the reservoir and it actually shows you from 6 to 12 all the way up on the side where the line is. So if you just wanna lean over and pour it as usual, you can do that. I've been taking mine off every single time and taking it over to, as I said, my fridge. So then I'm gonna come over here. Now normally I did this a little backwards. I would put my K-cup in now, close it, and just press the button. Something I want to point out, this one I'm doing the normal way, but what makes this better, makes it different than the original one, the original Mini, it has a strong button. So if I wanted to place strong, which I'm gonna do on my next one, the strong is actually gonna let the water sit inside the K-cup a little longer in the brew process to make it extract better. So it's gonna actually give a bolder, more nuanced cup.
That's a new feature.
It is a new feature.
That's a new feature on our Keurig K Mini Plus. So along with that new feature, the removable, refillable area that you can take right to the sink or right to wherever. Here you're seeing, talk to us about the filtration and the way it kind of gives us the perfect cup of coffee.
So it's always this mystery, right? Because you're putting this pot in there and you don't know what's actually happening on the inside. So I love that we get to show this to you. So when the water and the needle comes down, the water's filling and it's actually soaking all of the beans. What's that doing? It's actually pulling all the flavor. It's extracting all the nuances from those beans. It's actually doing it perfectly and optimally. So you don't have to worry about how much beans do I put in there? How much water do I put in there? How do I get this just right? We've already measured it out for you. That's why the Keurig experience is one that people love so much.
Do you know, it reminds me like when I made my first, like when I moved out and I made my, you had your big coffee maker and you had the beans and then you had the filter. And then I never knew like how much coffee to stick in there. And then sometimes it would be too strong. Then I'd use less beans and then it would be too watery and then it wouldn't be too, and I never got the ratio just right. That's why I love Keurig, because there's no measuring, there's no guessing, there's no filling, there's no replacing. You just drop in your K-cup, hit the big button, and you're done. It's a perfect cup of coffee every time.
And this one, because you're not having water sitting in the machine, I know what Keurig has listened to you. A lot of times people have mentioned, hey, we have these big, 60-ounce containers and it's holding a whole bunch of water. And if it sits there, truly, your water should be changed every 2 days. So if you're not getting through it, this is the freshest way to be able to have your water. So you can take your reservoir right off, fill it right before you do your coffee. I want to point out the last new thing on the Plus, which really differentiates this from the Mini. So if you see the Keurig Mini on the marketplace, it doesn't have the strong button. It doesn't have this either. This is your pod storage. So right here, your K-Cups can go right inside. It fits 9 K-Cups. So you'll see that I've already put a couple in there. This is fabulous if you really want that small footprint, easy storage situation, right? So you can put 9 of them in here and then have the rest put away somewhere else. And when you're not using your machine, it just slides on right here. If you want to take your machine somewhere, which I have been known to do, by the way, I'm a traveler.
Totally do. When I travel, I take mine. Are you kidding me?
It sounds crazy, but listen, once you have something you love and you want to have it everywhere you go, you take it with you. So.
And you never want to take the chance on like an awful machine.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yes. So this one, we already have our water pre-filled, but please remember, it's completely removable. The measurements are right here on the side. So if you want to do from 6 ounces to 12 ounces, no problem. So just know what cup you're using.
So 6, 8, 10, 12, anywhere in between.
Correct. And previous versions only had up to, I think it was 8 ounces or 10 ounces. So being able to have 12 ounces means
it's a big deal.
These big old cups that you want to take with you. I know who you are. You're out there and you're traveling and you're on the go. We thought about that with this. So we're giving you that 5-inch slim profile, but we made this higher so that you can fit your travel mugs right inside. So that's where the removable drip tray comes into play.
So you can just slide that out.
This slides out, this slides right in. So this is the standard size travel mug that most all of us use, okay? So I love that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and make a cider with this, because the thing I wanna point out, a lot of us, if you're familiar with Keurig, you think about Keurig as a coffee maker. But it's not just about coffee, it's about ciders, which I'm actually going to make right now. So I'm going to do our Green Mountain Hot Apple Cider. So my water's already in, I'm gonna put my cider in, I'm gonna close it up and just press the button. That's it. What you're hearing right now is the water is now extracting and going into the machine. This is piston technology, which means it's actually pulling the water in at the moment you press the button, and it's going to shoot it through the machine right into that cup that we just saw the animation of, and it's going to, there you go, freshly brew this. So if you're a tea lover, you know, this kind of, I had a friend that was a tea lover.
Okay. Suzanne Runyon, did you hear her at midnight?
Yes.
Huge tea lover and chai.
They know how to make a proper tea. Tea is special because if you do it too hot, you can actually burn the tea.
Right.
So
or if you steep it too long, then it gets that funky taste.
Too dark or too, you know, so it's again, like something that you have to spend a lot of time with and kind of baby and wait for. And most teas, you have to let them steep for 10 minutes. This is done in 2 minutes. This is putting the exact temperature that you need to the water to make sure that that exact amount of what's in the cup is being brewed perfectly in your cup. So this is, again, something that you don't have to put a lot of thought to. We're doing it for you so that you can have that perfect cup every single time.
And you know, I'm thinking because, you know, I have a Keurig, but it's a larger Keurig, and I love that you talked about the water reservoir. Like, are you changing, if there's water left over, how long do you leave it sit there? Also, when my grandmother comes to visit, my grandma's 97, and she loves to make she gets up before I do because she's an early riser.
Sure.
And it's so funny because she always says to me, I have to give her a lowdown on all the buttons on on my machine. Right. So she's like, okay, which button? Okay, which one's off? Which one's on? And this machine is for my grandmother. Yay. Because I'm like, look at this big button.
It's so easy.
Like, it is so easy for her to be able to visually see, there is your on and off, there is your strong, hit the brew button, boom, you're done. The fresh aroma of cup of coffee, of cider, of hot cocoa, of any of your favorite teas. And no matter the day, no matter the time, morning, lunch, dinner, late night, maybe you're up now and you're thinking you work shift work and you're gonna be having a cup of coffee, or maybe you're just coming home from a late night and you want some hot cocoa. Guess what? There's no transfer of flavors from pod to pod. That to me is genius. Now I wanna share with you the colors. The color that Carrie is showing right now,
pretty.
This is beautiful. This is that teal color. It's almost like a kind of like a Wedgwood blue.
Yes.
Really sleek, really modern. Also very modern is your gray. If you wanna go for the gray, you can do that as well. You have a fresh cup of coffee, tea, cider, hot cocoa, whatever it may be, lemonade, in 2 minutes. Then you have the red and you have the black. All 4 are available. You're also getting 48 K-Cups, plus you're getting My K-Cup, which allows you to utilize any of your favorite coffee beans already in there. And then one other thing I wanna show you as as Carrie is showing you how to make that perfect cup of cider, is also our carousel. Because this is the perfect way. I highly recommend this. This looks so nice instead of just throwing them in a bowl.
You know, and
Don't
that's
you
the thing.
think?
I think the fact that, you know, you can put out, you're getting 48 K-cups with this.
That's a lot.
So, you know,
that's $30 worth of coffee.
Before I had anything like this, you know, and I had just like a drip coffee pot or something like that, like I would go, because I don't know, in the morning I would go to the the coffee shops, and I would buy a cup of coffee. Right. It was like my thing, like to go through. And the thing is, coffee used to be like $1, but now it went to $1.50, then it went to $2. Now it's like $2.50.
It's like $5
It's a cup of coffee. And now I almost feel like bad, like when I go and do that.
I feel guilty, right?
So having this, you're getting 48 K-cups. Think about if you went and did 48 cups of coffee, it would be approximately, say $2, it would be $96.
$96 for $2 cup of coffee. And I don't know where you live, but to get a $2, unless you're going to like the gas station to get coffee. And nothing wrong with that. I'm not knocking anybody, but I'm just saying that little carousel is great. And now that carousel is 646525. It's $24.99. There is the entire value on the Today Special. You would spend $144.97. Just the machine alone is $100. So we're saving you counter space. This is slim, this is sleek, it's lightweight. It is 11 inches in length, 4.5 inches in the width, and 12 inches in height. This will fit underneath your kitchen counters. It's not big, it's not bulky. If you are challenged by countertop space, right? A lot of us are. I told Suzanne at midnight, like, I'm challenged by that. I have so many appliances and so many things. I have no counter space left, right?
That's true.
This to me is such a small footprint, and it doesn't take up that valuable space in the kitchen, but it's always going to give you and deliver that perfect cup of coffee.
And you know, ultimately, that is what it's about.
That is what it's about.
You could show me something that has all these bells and whistles and all these wonderful things, but if the coffee that comes out of it isn't perfect every time, it doesn't taste the way I want it, then who cares? And this is every time going to customize that coffee to what you love. So if you love a perfect cider, if you love, we've partnered with people like Starbucks.
Seriously,
McDonald's,
that is amazing.
Isn't that amazing?
I haven't had cider out of it.
Cider is something that kind of feels like you have to kind of do a lot of work, and then the other thing that we do,
mull the spices.
And then we'll buy the tea bag ones, but again, you still have to let that steep for a while. This gets it perfect. It's the absolute perfect consistency, right, for the amount of water.
I'm so impressed. I've really, honestly, this is my first time trying cider out of the K-Cups. It is so impressive and delicious. It's not too cinnamony. It's not too strong in the nutmeg. It's like the perfect balance of flavors, like you said.
Awesome.
We're gonna go out to the phones. Kyle, you did say we had a call, right? Okay, we're gonna go out to the phones. You're live on HSN with Robin and Carrie. Welcome into HSN. You're live on air. Who am I speaking with and where are you calling from? Hello? Welcome into HSN. Are you there?
This is Sam.
Hi. Would you say Sharon?
Samuel, Sammy.
Oh, Samuel. Welcome in. Nice to meet you. Are you a Keurig lover?
Yes, we've been using Keurigs for decades, and we love them. And we just wanted something with a smaller footprint.
Right.
On the counter, and this looks perfect.
Oh, Samuel, I am so excited. Now, are you a coffee drinker, tea drinker, hot chocolate? Are you like me, addicted to coffee?
Yes.
I like that answer.
Yes. Okay, so I have to ask you, Samuel, because I know we know Keurig because you use it. You're wanting this one because it's slimmer and sleeker. But for someone who's never tried a Keurig cup of coffee, how would you describe the taste? Because it really does brew a great cup of coffee, doesn't it?
Yes, it's very rich, and it's tasty, it's fast, it's clean. It's neat, and you get variety, and we love it.
Oh, I love that. And you're right, it is fast and so easy. Samuel, what color did you order today?
Teal.
Ooh, the teal color. Ooh, I like that teal. And I hear from our producer that teal is the most popular. So I'm glad you were able to get yours today, Samuel, and we are sending it out to you. Thank you for staying up late with us. Take care. All right, so here's what's happening. You heard Samuel say he is picking up the teal Today Special. Now we have it in 3 additional colors. You have it in the red, you have it in the black, and you also have it in your silver, which is this beautiful gray. That's $79.99. We have it on 4 flexible payments. What is a 4 flex pay? That's $20. And then don't forget, we're also including the K-Cup. So you are going to get, you're gonna get 48 K-Cups in 4 different varieties and flavors, right?
Yes. So you're getting your Green Mountain Breakfast Blend, which is a perfect way to start your day. It's a nice mild blend, I'd like to say. So that one, people, hence why it's called breakfast, but I love that one because it does have a boldness to it too, but it's not overly bold. Right. And then you're also getting the single origin Colombia coffee. Now that I love because that's one you would definitely want to use your strong button on, because that is going to give you that perfect, just bold, yummy, delicious. You're that person that, you know, gets that dark roast. But I love single orange because if you love Colombian coffee, this one's really gonna knock your socks off. And Donut Shop is one that we're also giving you that that's our #1 selling blend is Donut Shop. So that one you're also getting in the configuration. And then you're also getting our caramel vanilla cream, which is actually what I'm gonna make right now. And that is for you flavor lovers out there. So this is one I like to have like kind of in the afternoon. Now up here, I'm gonna hit the strong button. That's how easy this is. And press your button here. It takes just under 2 minutes to brew. So that means you're gonna hear it take the water and pull the water into the machine. And then it's going to then heat that water. Again, that piston technology that we were talking about. No water is ever living in this machine. Right. So that is something to love about the Mini Plus. It means that, yeah, we don't want to take that away from you. That's something to love about this is that you never have water just sitting anywhere. We put that technology in there to give you the freshest, best brew at all times. So this is gonna brew in just a moment here, but let's talk about maybe some different ways to enjoy it with your friends.
Absolutely.
Maybe some different ways to relax with your coffee.
I like that. And I'm gonna just stop here. I'll join you in just a second. I just want to remind you, if you're just tuning in, it is our today's special. This is the K Mini Plus. Now, maybe you've seen the K Mini out on Marketplace. This is the brand new Plus. There are new features like your built-in storage where you can just pull out, look how cool. You can just pull out your little storage tray and store up to 9 Keurig cups. So if you're gonna be traveling, you wanna pop in, or maybe it's at work and you wanna have your own coffee station so you know no one's making a mess, or you know that whole coffee pot, it's always such a mess in the grounds and then the filter and all of that. This is one touch button. Now the cool thing is not only do you have that additional storage, you also have a removable reservoir. This is fantastic because now instead of having to bring something to pour it in, you can take this right to your refrigerator, fill it up with the water, you can go to your kitchen sink or whatever water you're filling in there. You also pop it right back in. Listen, I don't have to be an expert to know how to do that. You also have your strong button. So that's gonna brew a more robust, more flavorful cup of coffee. If you wanna be able to push that strong button, there are 3 buttons on the top. It could not be easier. So all of these new features, upgraded machine, but a smaller footprint. So if you're like Samuel, who called in to get his this morning, he picked it up in that beautiful blue. He said, listen, we just want a smaller machine. We want a machine, this is 4.5 inches wide. So this is not taking up a lot of space. You have it in the black, you have it in your red, gray, and then we're also featuring it in your, we're calling this cardinal red, by the way. Here is your gray, and then here is your teal. We're going to include 48 K-Cups. The machine itself sells for $99, and then the K-Cups sell for $29.99. Now all the K-Cups you're gonna get, you get the breakfast blend. We're also going to include the single origin Colombia Select, the caramel vanilla, and the Donut Shop. That is a $30 value. And then I'm not done yet. We're also including your K-Cup, which allows you to take any coffee grinds. Maybe you went to a special town or a city and you brought home their coffee that originated in Hawaii or wherever you were traveling. You now can put that right into your K-Cup. You can even do tea leaves inside of here. This is a $15 value. So between the coffee and the K-Cups and this, that is $45 $25 of extras. Plus, we have the best price here at HSN and only at HSN. But I can't leave my friend sitting there by herself for too long because that's not very friendly of me now, is it? So come on over with me because maybe it's a party. Maybe you're going to be entertaining. Maybe you think about it's a dessert station, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be able to have your K-cup or your coffee, but at the same time, you don't want a huge machine, right? You don't want something taking up a lot of space. Look how nice this looks on your dining room table, even when you have company coming over.
We're just sitting here, and if you have kind of a table on the side or something like that, I like to do a rolling cart for my drinks, like cocktails and things like that. You could put this, if you have your origami cart, you could put it on there. So I love that it can really go anywhere. So that, whole thing about if you have an RV, if you have a college student, if you have a condo.
RV is a great idea,
right?
Carrie.
You have a condo. And what's nice about this, and I'll show you when we get back over to the other side, it actually has retractable, it's the cord storage back here actually stores in the machine. So when you are moving it around, you don't have to worry about the cord being everywhere. So we'll talk about that.
Okay.
But I wanted to bring you here because remember I said it was 400 different varieties, over 70 different brands that have partnered with Keurig.
Let's just pause on that for a second.
Right?
400 different varieties. There are 365 days in a year. So let's put this in perspective. The entire year, you can drink a different cup of tea or coffee, a hot chocolate.
I didn't even think about it that way, but that is really cool.
I mean, that's impressive.
If you like Cinnabon, if you like Maxwell House, if you like Starbucks.
What about McDonald's?
McCafe. If you, Snapple, Diet Snapple, green tea.
Krispy Kreme.
Oh my gosh.
Dunkin' Donuts.
So what would you like to make, Robin? What would you like to try now?
I want to do the hot chocolate.
Let me see, do I have a hot chocolate here?
Or Starbucks, because I love Starbucks. Okay, Swiss Miss.
Okay.
And Swiss Miss. And think about having the packets, like how messy the packets are, the measuring, like you literally, while I was talking, just put that pot in and touch the big go button.
I love saying go button, isn't that fun? It's like go, make it happy. Okay, so and then again, we hear it, it's actually pulling the water into the machine now, and then once it's done pulling the water, then it's gonna, again, that piston technology, what that means to you, it's going to heat it up super fast, super hot. It's gonna push it through the machine, and then as you're seeing here, it punctures that K-cup. It puts the water in there. If you're pressing the strong button, it'll hold the water in there just a little longer because what it's doing is it's doing a full extraction. So the normal process, a little faster, it pulls that water out after getting all of the grounds nice and wet, and then that's when it goes into your cup. So it's really a perfect science and a perfect way to give you that perfect cup with no work, right? Because we're just sitting here, we could be eating our cheesecake.
It's funny that nobody served me cheesecake.
But they gave me a cheesecake with no fork.
With no fork, seriously?
I'm like, what am I gonna do?
I saw Suzanne had a whole layout, and I get no cheesecake. I get, they're just like, it's Robin. Oh well, she doesn't deserve cake. Who needs a fork? Our producer says. Very true, Kyle.
Are you trying to say something?
But I am on television, and I don't know if it would look really nice if I just picked that up and shoved it in my face.
But to circle that,
yes.
Here's the thing. Coffee for us, I think we've missed how coffee brings us together. Because, right? Yes. Because sometimes we're in such a rush that we rush through it.
We take it and go.
But I love that this can become an area that everyone kind of
congregates.
Gets around the coffee machine. What would you like? And then you have your spindle here. You can say, okay, how you did. I want the Swiss Miss. Oh, I want the green tea from Bigelow. I want, and everyone's talking and hanging out. It's just so nice. It brings people together.
And think about as well, when you're entertaining, I don't know about you, but when I'm entertaining, I'm the one cooking, I'm the one doing the hors d'oeuvres. My husband does help as well.
Sure.
But I'm just saying, when your company starts to all come at the same time of the invited time, then it's like, what do you want to drink? What do you want?
Yeah.
What do you want? What do you want? And then you're trying to serve, you're trying to entertain, you're trying to talk, and it becomes very overwhelming. With Keurig, the K Mini Plus, this allows you to put this and make a little drink station and allow everyone to do their own cup. There's no cleaning, there's no mixing, there's no mess. You have a cup of coffee, hot cocoa, cider, your beverage of choice in less than 2 minutes. You can even do travel mugs with this. Yeah. It was interesting, Carrie, because I was listening to the midnight presentation. And I was thinking to myself, you know, we were talking about going to our favorite local coffee houses.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, and they were talking about how nice that is, like going through a drive-through, going to our local coffee houses. And I'm like, the #1 reason I stopped going to my local coffee house is because the line was insanely long.
Oh,
and I'm always running late, and I can never be late to work, obviously, right?
Yep.
And I could never get my cup of coffee. Then they move me to the next little section. I have to wait for my cup of coffee. No more waiting. You get this in under 2 minutes. You have your favorite blend, and don't forget, over 400 different varieties, even Starbucks.
Even Starbucks.
Okay.
So, yeah, you could try the hot cocoa. I did hit the strong button with this, which meant I put a little extra time in there to give that hot cocoa even just a little more flavor, right?
So good.
So the only thing
I need whipped cream now.
I was gonna say, the only thing that can make that better is marshmallows, whipped cream, something like that. So let's go get some.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, my producer said, let's see how many cups of coffee we can make Robin drink.
Oh, yes.
And you know what's so funny is I could drink coffee all hours of the day and night. My husband laughs about that because I am definitely someone who loves my coffee. I cannot get going without my cup of coffee in the morning. And I think even at the end of the night, if you have kids who they want a cup of cocoa, this is perfect because now as a mom or as a dad, if it's your nephews or nieces when they come over, like this is so much easier. And look at how slim it is. If I could only be this slim.
If I could be as slim as my coffee maker, my beverage station. So yeah, I'm gonna start this one while I'm actually making something. And I wanna point out up at the top, if we can get a peek at that real quick, that this goes off in 90 seconds. So if you mentioned kids, or people, if you're entertaining, you know, the worst is if your machine got left on and, like, you know, things that we worry about in life is we left and the machine was on and you're like, oh my gosh. So this goes off in 90 seconds, so you don't have to worry about it.
So automatic shut off.
Literally, if you are like me in the morning, there's few things I can think about consciously, like at all. I'm so asleep still, I need my coffee. So knowing that I can just grab this, I can push the go button, the big go button as we're now calling it, and then grab my coffee and go and not have to even worry about turning it off. Those are just the thoughtful things that Keurig has done because they understand. They understand how our schedules are. Now, here's the other side. So entertaining, how about making a beautiful Irish coffee drink? So we're actually putting in what would be our coffee flavored liqueur. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna do my cream de menthe at the end. What am I doing? Okay, then you do your whipped cream, okay? Then you're gonna do your creme de menthe on the top. So let's make sure I get that right in there. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right, isn't that nice?
And now this looks like a professional coffee house. This looks like you went to a restaurant. I mean, my husband and myself are always about, if we can do it ourselves at home in our own environment without all the noise, without all the price tag, without all the extra things they charge you for, you now can do it in the convenience of your own home. And this is slim, this is sleek. Black is already proving the most popular in our hour. So if you want the black, and then Kyle, you said what other color? The teal. The teal is what Samuel called in and picked up. And if you were like your Samuel and you ordered yours this morning, I'd love to say hi. 1-866-376-8255. Give us a call. Let us know that you know what you're loving about our today's special. Is it how slim it is? Is it the fact that it has that strong brew button to give you that extra strength in your coffee? There, Carrie is showing you how easy it is to do. Oversized button, so if you have difficulty seeing, that is also another bonus. You have the removable reservoir, everything fully feature rich, but in a smaller footprint. So if you do not have the counter space like I don't, then you're going to want this. You're gonna wanna get it at home. I invite you to call in, take advantage of the 4 Flex. That's $20. Plus, guess what? Extra Flex with your HSN credit card, Carrie.
There you go.
So that's gonna take you to 5 flexible payments. Kyle, what does that take it down to? $16 on 5 monthly installments on your credit card to get this at home. And then, oh, by the way, don't forget, you're getting all of the additional coffees coming. I can't help myself. I've had a lot of coffee, okay? Cut me a break.
And we gave you chocolate.
And you gave me chocolate. And I had cider. Okay, I might just be a little high-strung today. Bear with me. But you get all the coffee coming included, 48 K-cups. And I love what you said.
Yeah. Tell me, it's exciting. She's so excited that it toppled. I love it.
Said nobody saw that.
No.
You said if it was $2 a cup of coffee, that would be how much money?
$96.
$96.
So right there, you've spent
That's
more
the price of the machine.
than this even costs. You know what I mean? So if you're doing that, stop doing that.
Right.
Try this. And if you already have maybe an older Keurig, or you have another coffee system, like you're doing pots of coffee, or you just have something that you're using, you have to measure and you have to do all this and it's messy, I encourage you to try this, because here's what happens. Whether you're a coffee drinker, a tea drinker, you would love to maybe have hot cider, in seasonal. You want to make some of these gourmet drinks to really like wow your guests. You want to just be able to do water on demand. We did water on demand
for oatmeal.
For our oatmeal. So I think that was over on the side. What did I put? I think my oatmeal got taken away.
I don't think
that's
we did
okay.
it.
I will do it again.
Okay.
But water on demand is pretty exciting. So I'm going to come over here and do it over here.
Yeah, because think about, have you ever tried to put like water in the microwave? Like, why does it seem like water or coffee in the microwave never stay hot?
It doesn't. I know. Yeah, it's really hard.
It just doesn't. I don't know why. I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you. But look at how cool the reservoir is. Now you can either bring the water to the reservoir, or you can remove the reservoir.
Cool?
And the removing the reservoir allows you to take it to the sink, allows it to, maybe we dispense our water from our refrigerator.
Yeah.
So you could take it right to your refrigerator. You can do an 8 or 6, 8, 10 or 12 ounce cup of coffee.
Right.
And even this does travel mugs.
Yes, this is what I love. So this is giving you everything that you could ever possibly need, no matter who you are. So if you're a person that says, I just need that hot water really quick to make my oatmeals in the morning, to make my ramen, to make anything that you just need hot water on demand for, this does it. If you're a tea drinker only, this does it. If you're a coffee drinker only, this does it. But if you're a family like most that has people that do everything, then that's why you need this.
Right. One touch button to turn it on and off. Okay, let's start from the beginning, okay? If someone's just tuning in and they're going, okay, I love Keurig. First and foremost, if they've seen the K Mini, why is the Plus different from the Mini?
So there's 3 things that actually change it, right? And they're really big things. The first one that we were talking about at the top is the strong button. The strong button is a feature that you do see on our larger Keurigs. So the ones that take up a lot of footprint on your counter.
Money.
Exactly. So we've given you a feature that's normally on the higher end Keurigs, like the really, up there ones, on a mini profile. So that's one. 2, we've given you the storage for your K-Cups. So this actually holds 9 K-Cups inside, and it lives right in your drip tray. So the removable drip tray is there for if you do travel, but when you're not using it, this is the footprint that you have. So it's completely closed, it's completely nice to store.
4.5 inches wide.
Exactly. The slimmest that we have in the entire Keurig line, and that is something that you've been asking for because maybe you live in a condo, because we have limited plugs, we have limited room on our countertops. We really needed something that would have a nice small space.
It's true. And remember you were talking about the cord?
So yeah, let's talk about that. So the cord actually stores right here. So if we look nice and close up at that, this is pretty phenomenal because we don't have anything that does this. So the cord actually stores in here. You would just pull it out, and then it can actually pull out just like this. And then when you want to put it away, it just slides right back in where it came from.
Could you imagine this on your office desk? Like, at work, they have the communal coffee area. I don't know, even here at HSN, it's like always messy. Like it's just messy. It doesn't feel like it's ever been cleaned. And I'm not being rude or disrespectful to anyone, but sometimes you just want your own little station that no one else has touched. And I don't know, like here at HSN, sometimes it feels like a petri dish. When someone's sick, and then everybody gets sick. And then guess what? Everybody's touching the handle that opens and closes the pod, or opens and closes the machine. So when's the last time that machine has been cleaned? Wouldn't you like your own machine? I mean, for as little as $16 on 5 monthly installments on our HSN credit card, you can get this machine at home. It is the brand new machine. I actually just saw it. I was at I can't name the store, but I was at the store, and I had seen the K Mini Plus. It was not this configuration. This is exclusive to HSN, and it was actually $10 higher, and it did not come with all the coffee, and it did not come with my K-Cup. Now, it was a great deal at that, and everyone will love it, and no one will be sorry they bought it for $10 higher. But I like here at HSN, we do something exclusive.
Yeah.
We do an exclusive offer only here at HSN and our sister network. You're saving it would be $144.97. You're getting it today for $79.99 with all of the extras, $45 in extra. You get the breakfast blend, which is a light roast. The caramel vanilla cream comes included. We're also including the donut shop coffee, which is a medium roast coffee. And then we're including the Columbia Select, which is another medium roast. So you get all 4 boxes of coffee, which totals 48 K-cups. And then we're also including the My K-cup. And you get the machine on 4 flexible payments of $20. HSN credit card is 5 flex. One more thing, I'm so sorry, my friend.
Yeah, no, of course.
Is if you'd like the carousel. The carousel has been wildly popular since midnight tonight. Even if you already have, maybe get more than one because you have like one you're gonna give as a gift.
Yeah.
One for yourself. Here is the item number for our carousel. Now this holds 36 pods and it's $646,525. It's $24.99 and this is so fancy. Look how nice that looks. Doesn't that just look nice? And it's organized. You can spin it with ease to see your cup of coffee. But let's show them how it works, shall we?
Absolutely. So I wanted to make sure we talked about the My K-cup because you are getting that. And that's normally something you have to purchase separately. So all you're going to do is you just put your finger at the bottom and you push up. And this entire mechanism area, this is where you put your K-cup, will pop right out. And then your My K-cup is going to take its place. What's inside of it is the filter. So the filter is where you will place your, what I call special coffee. So this may be, you know, listen, I traveled overseas. I was in Jordan area, Israel. If maybe you go to Costa Rica, maybe you went, I think Suzanne was talking about Hawaii, that she has, a place in Hawaii she went that had amazing, Kona coffee. Sometimes those are not available in a K-cup, so we don't want to keep you from that. And that's been the thing that, a lot of you have said over the years. I don't want to do Keurig because I can't drink everything I want. Now, there is over 400 different choices that you have, over 70 brands now, so we've definitely expanded. But just in case there's that one thing that you want to be able to have on your own.
There's always one person that has something, right?
We got you covered. So the My K-cup will enable you to put your own grounds, so it literally just pops in just like that. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I'm on here and make sure I have water. Yes, I do. I place it inside. I push the button. That's it. I hear the water being pulled right in. That piston technology is going to heat that water up. It's going to push it through the My K-cup now, go all around those grounds and that special coffee that you've put in there, and brew it just like it would brew anything else in our machine. So I love that. Hey, if you've been that naysayer all these years and you've been holding out, this is your opportunity because you're getting the My K-cup with it.
It is so true. And here we're showing how it really does saturate all of those coffee beans, right? And whether it's cider, whether it's tea, and you may be watching this and thinking, oh, I'm out. I'm not a coffee drinker. You don't have to be a coffee drinker to enjoy this and to love this. If you're a tea drinker, this is gonna take the mess and the frustration out of soaking the tea leaves, out of getting the right ratio. How long do I let it steep? And then how many tea leaves do I put in? This gives you the perfect cup of tea. If you love chai, Suzanne was talking about drinking chai and having the perfect pods for that. Hot cocoa, cider, lemonade. If you just want it for hot water to be able to do your oatmeal or do any types of formula, that is perfect as well. If you're doing travel mugs, this will allot up to a 7-inch tall travel mug with the auto shut off. Now, Carrie is showing you the red. So if you want that cardinal red, that is available. That's with touches of gray. You have the oversized large go button, that's stainless steel. So that's gonna deliver you that coffee shop cup of coffee. And listen, if it wasn't great, then it wouldn't even matter, right?
Exactly.
All of these little features, it wouldn't even matter because at the end of the day, we all want a cup of coffee. That's amazing.
Sure.
And there's a reason why Keurig are the leaders. They are the purveyors when it comes to single-serve brewers. No mess, no frustration. You have that removable 1-cup reservoir, brand new feature, that strong brew to give you a delicious, strong, robust cup of coffee. As I mentioned, travel-friendly, up to a 7-inch mug. It takes up 4.5 inches wide. So this is so slim, so sleek, so lightweight, and so portable that it could go anywhere with you.
Absolutely. That's what I love about it. So, you are getting the perfect cup of coffee every single time without having to think about it. We did the work for you. So even if it's the coffee, if it's the tea, remember, steeping tea is a perfection. It's a science. And to really get a perfect cup of tea is not always easy. So being able to let your beverage station take care of it is huge. And to your point, Robin, like what we were saying over at the table, this really does become the beverage station where everyone hangs out, where you don't have to feel like as the host, you're responsible for making all the drinks for everybody.
Yes.
Put out, if it's all adults, put out some of those little alcohols that I just mentioned.
Yes, please.
Put the carousel there and say, help yourself to the beverage of your choice, and let everyone make their drinks. It makes for a beautiful nightcap if you've had people over for dinner. Then you have this as the station for afterwards.
It's the finishing touches.
It's so perfect.
It's so perfect. I mean, even if it's breakfast, look at the donuts, and you're just having donuts with the kids and you want your cup of coffee. Like for me, I feel like my day hasn't started until I have coffee. Like to me, it's an art form to be able to sit down and even do, I mean, I would laugh and say the paper, but I still like to hold a magazine or a book. So I'm that person that sits down, I have my robe on, and I'm so cozy, and my cup of coffee. Like it just is really hearkening back to the days that were a little bit slower. Like, but you're still getting your coffee twice as fast. Like you're not having to wait in line. You don't have to sit by the brewer and wait for it to percolate and wait for it to fill up the entire thing. And then how many times, like when you had the coffee pot, like if you're someone who's watching who still uses a coffee pot, I want to convert you tonight. I want you to call in and try this. You have a 30-day return policy to be able to return it if you don't love it. Try it and realize how much faster, less mess. How many times like you pull the coffee cup thing out or the carafe, and then it's still percolating, and then all the right?
Exactly.
Gone is that day.
This is one at a time. So another thing that I would always hate is when you made it and you forgot or you got sidetracked, and then you go away, an entire pot of coffee gets cold and it's gross, and you can't, So with this, you're making it on demand, you're making it as you need it, and then right now, it's hard to find a household where everybody agrees on what they like to drink.
Like I like a strong coffee. What do you like?
I'm kind of strong as well.
Yeah,
so that's just really to my point.
A mild cup of coffee. My grandmother is very light roast. So
there you go.
Like everybody, my one nephew, he likes like mixed like vanilla and caramel like flavors. I don't like any of those flavors. So I see, to me, like I would waste buying a whole bag of beans.
Yes. And then you commit to a whole pot when you make it, and then you end up pouring most of it away. So, and even if you're a heavy coffee drinker, because that's the other thing I've heard from people over the years who are like, I drink 3 pots of coffee a day.
Right.
Well, that's fine. You can make it fresh every time you need your next cup. And because you can do 12 ounces at a time with this, think about, again, you can do your travel mug, have that, and then make another, because I guarantee you're not drinking the coffee fast enough for it to stay hot. And if you're leaving it on the pot, you're leaving it on that heater, it's not tasting, it's not optimum. Right. Because when it sits, it gets thicker and it almost gets muddy.
Yes.
So that is not the best that you could be drinking your coffee. Keurig's gonna give you the best, most optimal tasting coffee every single time. What we're brewing here is an iced coffee, actually. So if you wanna do iced, you absolutely can. We also even have K-cups that are for iced. So it's really, and it'll give you a little bit more of the bean inside of it so that it actually makes it a little stronger even, because it's going into ice, right? So you don't want it to be watery. So that's gonna be there for you if you get those. But you can use your regular K-cups as well to do ice. Just add ice to your travel mug and off you go.
And off you go. And think about it. Listen, I don't want to take anything away from coffee houses, but if you're tired of standing in line, I don't know about you and your coffee house, but even if I'm at, like, you're getting gas station coffee and you're waiting in line and then everybody's in line and you've got to get to work, like, hurry up, come on, and then someone's credit card or cash. It's like, ay, ay, ay. And it takes forever. Let's go. I just want my coffee and get out of here, right? Get rid of that stress in your life. Get this at home. Toll-free call, 1-800 number at the bottom of the screen. You pick your color. That's the only thing you have to do. We're gonna even include coffee in your purchase today, 48 K-cups. You have it in your black, cardinal red, the teal, or the gray. Compact, lightweight. Kyle, do you know how much this weighs? Do you? No, Carrie?
Less than 5 pounds.
Less than 5 pounds.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I don't have an exact, that's all right.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is lightweight. And this, don't let the size or how lightweight it is fool you on the most incredible cup of coffee it's gonna brew. So think about that. It is 1,470 watts of power that's going to extract the most flavorful, most robust, most delicious cup of coffee, tea, hot cocoa, cider. What do you get outside of the Keurig K Plus Mini or K Mini Plus. I did that backwards. But you get the Breakfast Blend Light Roast. You get the Columbia Select Medium Roast. We're also going to include the Donut Shop coffee, which is a regular full-bodied, bold, flavorful cup of coffee. And then we have your Caramel Vanilla Cream, which is also available, which tends to be on more of the lighter side. This is 48 K-Cups that you're getting. This is a $30 value. Plus we're including your K-Cup on your own. It's called My K-Cup, and you can use your own coffee grounds. Kind of like Suzanne said, you know, she went to Hawaii, came back with some Kona coffee, and guess what? You know, can I use my Keurig with it? Absolutely, because that allows you to use your own fresh grounds,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Okay, so if someone's just kind of last like 10 minutes just tuning in, where do I put the water, and how much does it hold?
Absolutely. So what you're getting is the slimmest Keurig on the marketplace. It has several new features which we're really excited about, one of which you asked for, which was our removable water reservoir. This will do up to 12 ounces, so it's actually giving you enough to be able to take your travel mug with you, which is also fitting nicely here when you do the removable drip tray. Now, it also comes with the pod storage. I don't know where my lid went for my pod storage, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to, it's like
I don't know.
Things disappeared. Oh, there it is.
There it
Okay,
is.
I don't know how it ended up back there. We're just having so much fun. Things are flying around. So you have your this is actually your pod storage here, which will hold 9 K-Cups in here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Slided.
You know, since you have 9 K-Cups, do you think you can make my friend a cup of coffee?
Maybe. Let me see. What would you like?
Hi, good evening, good morning,
you.
whatever
Good
time it is.
morning.
So I was thinking on my way in,
Yes.
there's no place anywhere that I could drive through to even pick up a cup of coffee
right.
if I wanted a cup of
At this
coffee.
time, yeah.
Right?
That's exactly
and
right.
I'm not gonna brew a whole pot because, well, that's just gonna go to waste.
See, that's
so
what I was saying. I'm always running late,
Right?
so I love having a Keurig at home.
I was gonna pull out like a penny and be like, here, can I buy a cup of coffee? Because it's so inexpensive.
I would have
But
taken it.
Okay.
Did you do the math? Is it like a penny a cup of coffee?
You know, I couldn't even it's such a good deal for just the unit without the cups of coffee, the 48 cups of coffee. And you're getting, is there teas in there too? Is it like a variety?
No, all coffee.
Those are all
coffee for
coffees.
right now.
But you can do tea, right?
Absolutely. So many different brands of teas, yes.
Okay. Well, I love that because right
What
now.
would you like to drink?
Well, here's the thing that I've got 2 hours of jewelry clearance starting at 4
Ooh,
a.m.
how fun.
But I actually don't need any more caffeine.
Oh.
I'm wired on life
Well,
tonight, guys.
How about some hot cocoa?
Yes, I would take.
Oh, do you have
chocolate
hot cocoa? I have hot
cocoa.
cocoa. Okay, here we go.
Swiss
I'm like
Miss, we do.
throwing K-Cups
Do you
now.
know
Okay.
they have a K-Cup Swiss Miss?
Do they really?
Yes, that's what we're making you. So we
Okay.
put the water in.
Whipped
That's
cream?
step 1, put your water in. Step 2, well, make sure your machine's on. That's a good one too. So make sure, again, it turns off in 90 seconds, so make sure you have that on. Then you're gonna come over here and you're gonna put in your pod. So it just goes whoop, right in, just like that.
Even we could do that.
Close
so.
it. If you want it strong, press the strong button. I like to do that with hot cocoa because it actually extracts even more. Press your button. That's it. It's taking the water out. That piston technology is pulling it inside of the machine, heating it up, putting it right into that K-Cup, extracting fully to all of that. Now you're doing the cocoa, so this is the cocoa powder.
Do the cocoa.
Let's do the cocoa dance.
It's the cocoa. We're not giving you necessarily caffeine, but we are giving you sugar, so I don't know if
Good thing they didn't put
I've
that
been
on.
dancing.
Why didn't they show us dancing?
They missed it, our Keurig dance.
It was our Keurig dance. I thought it was pretty cute.
I think we should do it again, honey.
I'm feeling conflicted about giving her chocolate right now.
They're like, yeah, they need more coffee.
The two people, all 3 of us, who've got so much energy, right?
I know.
I'm totally calm. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's cold in the studio, so I'm gonna take this beverage with me
you're
with
gonna
my
love
jewelry
it.
clearance and have a nice, warm, hot beverage. It's just so soothing.
Isn't it nice to snuggle up and just like with Sprocket, her little puppy, and Justin, her husband, and snuggle and just whether it's hot cocoa, hot tea, whether it's movie night, and you just want something warm. And I know so many places it's still cold everywhere.
It absolutely
right?
is.
And all that snow that you're getting hit with, and you want that something to warm you up from the inside out. And
Yeah.
whether it's that hot cocoa with whipped cream on top. How does that sound?
Sounds amazing. I
Yes.
also like that you get the hot water on demand.
Yeah.
You guys said that
Are you an
earlier.
oatmeal lover?
Yes,
Yeah,
we do
I do
oatmeal
too. I
all
just
the
had
time.
oatmeal this morning,
I know,
or
and I
tonight.
thought that was so great because I don't like to really microwave much of anything, much less a beverage or like
Same.
liquid. So this is so brilliant, and I've got to say, great things come in small packages, and this little thing is so adorable and so mighty.
Are you saying that because you're
You know,
smaller?
I was
what
thinking-
about Robin? Robin's
I know.
awesome. She's
No,
great.
listen. Robin
you
is like a
saying
tall glass glass of wine, and I'm like the short shot, okay? So
they both are amazing, though.
That's right.
it's true, right? Equally fantastic. I love that. Is my beverage ready? Because I've got 3 minutes to get
And
to
here
my
we go.
studio.
And just that time that we were chatting, and see, here's the point. Just I want to point out something. How much fun were you just having, waiting? This is just a few moments.
I didn't
but
even
you
realize.
were hanging out, you were dancing, you were having a good time. I want you to imagine
She's
that
like, can I just have
being
my
the
hot
people
cocoa
at your
now?
home, the people hanging out, having fun with you.
That's
You
all.
want
Cheers.
marshmallows?
Wait.
Well,
That's
it's
all-
okay.
That's all you're gonna give her?
Top me off, Carrie.
There we go.
Oh,
All right.
there we go.
Yeah.
Cheers to everyone.
Don't ever say I didn't hook you up.
I know.
Okay,
Hugs
I
and
love
kisses to you guys.
Okay.
All right, let me go. I'm gonna go get ready
You
for
look
jewelry.
beautiful, by the way. The hair, she's always on point with the hair.
Totally.
She's so beautiful, inside and outside. So stay tuned for her jewelry show coming up. You don't want to miss out on that. We have the final 5 minutes remaining for our today's special. Actually, 2.5 minutes. My producer's updating me. Would you like the black, the gray, this beautiful teal color everybody's going for? It's not like a bright optic teal. It's kind of like a Wedgwood deeper teal. It's really pretty. And then you have it in your cardinal red. Everybody is going to get 48 K-cups coming included. You're getting my K-cup as well, so you can put your own blend in there. 4 flexible payments of $20. If you've been watching all hour, now is the time to get in. Now is the time to place your call. You can visit on hsn.com. You have that 30-day returns. If you don't absolutely love it, you send it back. But this is the new model. This is not just the mini, the Keurig Mini. This is the K Mini Plus. So it has upgraded features like onboard storage of your K-cups, the strong button, one-touch brew. You also have the removable reservoir, everything fully loaded for you to get an amazing cup of coffee, hot cocoa, tea. And this is not just for our coffee lovers out there, is it?
No, this is all for, this is if you love gourmet coffee, if you love teas, if you love chais, if you love, you know, ciders, if you love, there's just so many different ways to use this, and there is no other place. You will get 48 K-cups, you'll get the My K-cup to do your own stuff, and the machine. If you've been waiting to try Keurig, this is the time to get it.
That's right, and I say, what are you waiting for? Because do you want less stress in the morning?
Yeah.
Do you want your favorite cup of coffee in the morning? Yes, yes. Are you tired of waiting in line at your coffee shop? Are you tired of spending a lot of money on a cup of coffee? Do you want to save money? Do you not have enough room on your counter? Right now, most of us don't, but guess what? That's why Keurig made the Mini Plus, because it is a smaller footprint. It doesn't take up that valuable real estate on your kitchen counter. It's 4.5 inches wide, 11 inches high, and 12 inches high and 11 inches in the length. Super compact. I want to put this on my office desk.
That would be amazing.
Everyone would come visit.
Everyone would come visit you.
Everybody. Nobody comes up to the host. It's like it's a little hole way up there in the top. And
You'd have to watch. You'd have to hide your K-cups because people would come in and be like, "What are you doing?" You'll hear the machine.
I
You'll
would
be like,
share, because then otherwise I'd just be like caffeinated and nobody. I want everybody to be caffeinated with me. All right, and you know what? By the way, speaking of caffeinated, they also have decaf pods.
Yes, they do.
So you could do decaf if you want that as well. Okay, so 4 flexible payments of $20, extra flex with your credit card, HSN credit card, which would be $16. I hope you're getting yours. Use item number 646428. And we also have HSN Protection Plus. You can shop smart, protect it now, 24/7 customer service. Carrie, thank you for coming in. So much fun. All right, we also want to share with you, it is HSN's Best in Beauty Week. And we have, I'm trying to find her name because I know it was here, our beauty editor. Her name is Ari Vincent, and she is joining us. She's going to tell you about all the great things happening in our Best in Beauty. Let's take a look.
Primer is an amazing tool to keep your makeup lasting all day long, but Strivectin Wrinkle Blurring Primer goes absolutely beyond. It instantly and temporarily fills in the look of wrinkles and fine lines as well as priming. Apply it after your moisturizer but before your foundation. Its lightweight, breathable formula keeps makeup from settling into skin lines, giving you a softer, more youthful appearance. Another tool to keep in your kit is a beauty blender. You'll feel lucky every day with the Beauty Blender's Luck of the Blend set. You get 2 full-size sponges in Ivy and Pure, plus 2 mini peppermint cleanser solid. Beauty blenders are edgeless, reusable sponges for flawless makeup application. Wet them first with water, squeeze dry, and dab. Because it's moist, it doesn't waste product and gives you a streak-free makeup finish. To clean and refresh, lather them on the mini solids and you're ready to use again. They're one of my favorite tools.
Well, thank you, Ari. Those deals are available right now on hsn.com, where you can find exclusive beauty deals from brands you love and up to 50% off all week long. So be sure to check it out. I had fun shopping with you. Don't forget, Keurig is our Today Special. You can check it out on hsn.com. But we're going to share with you our craft event, and then stay tuned. Valerie's coming up next.
About one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Computers, printers, cameras, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered with a plan that offers repair or replacement should something go wrong. And portable electronics feature accidental damage from handling, which covers unintentional mishaps like everyday drops, spills, and cracked screens. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.